Hello everybody, this is the continuing sagas of Eliza Flashcoin. This particular story concerning the birthday party of Bryan.
Sir Bryan.
Sir Bryan. The rain lashed viciously against the leaded windows of Flashcoin Manor, a sprawling Victorian monstrosity of dark granite and unapologetic opulence. Inside, the grand entrance hall was dominated by a sweeping bifurcated staircase of polished mahogany, its balustrades intricately carved into the likeness of roaring lions. Above, the ballroom ceiling soared into a grand dome of frescoed clouds, illuminated by 3 colossal crystal chandeliers that cast a trembling, diamond-bright glow over the assembled diamond-clad guests.
Laurent Perrier Rosé.
Eliza murmured, plucking a crystal flute from a passing silver tray.
The only acceptable vintage to numb the pain of family duty.
That day marked Uncle Bryan's 86th birthday. The air smelled heavily of boiled sea creature, expensive perfume, and impending doom. Uncle Bryan, in his infinite and terrifying wisdom, had invented a high-pressure lobster cooker. He claimed to have perfected the device. The family collectively chose to ignore the fact that his prototype had violently exploded, taking the last head chef along with it. "The seating arrangement is an absolute atrocity," Bryan bellowed from the head of the long table, his face matching the pink of the champagne. "Why am I looking at the portrait of my second cousin once removed? I want to face the gardens." Eliza kept a lace parasol firmly in hand, ready to snap it open should the new lobster machine decide to detonate. Suddenly, a deafening roar shook the manor. The kitchen doors blew clean off their brass hinges in a spectacular blast of steam, fire, and scorched crustacean shrapnel. The unfortunate new head chef was killed instantly. His culinary career cut tragically short. Eliza didn't even blink, but simply snapped open the lace parasol to deflect a flying piece of smoking claw, preserving her silk gown perfectly.
Tragic.
Eliza said, stepping over the smoking debris and sweeping into the ruined kitchen.
But the guests must eat.
With total composure, she whipped up an extraordinary cheese souffle, using the premium Gruyere the chef had wisely purchased before his demise. When the golden towering dishes were served, Uncle Bryan took a bite and beamed. "Exquisite," Bryan declared, entirely unbothered by the carnage. "At least the fellow bought the right cheese before he died. Good riddance." Across the room, Suzu sat like an exotic bird, the infamous Flashcoin diamond gleaming at her throat. It was a stone steeped in blood and empire, a 105-carat testament to centuries of conquest. It had passed through the hands of Mughal emperors, Persian shahs, and Punjabi maharajas, leaving a trail of ruined dynasties in its wake before it was surrendered to the British Crown in 1849. But its grandest historical upset had occurred just last Tuesday. Suzu had won it fair and square from Queen Victoria during a particularly ruthless game of Scrabble. The late monarch had clearly underestimated Suzu's command of archaic triple-letter score nouns, and Her Majesty was famously not amused about losing the crown jewel that had come to symbolise the very height of the British Empire. Enter Pippin Vane, the ruthless government mercenary secretly hired by the crown to retrieve the stone and restore it to the sovereign's crown, chose that exact moment to strike. He vaulted off the lion-carved staircase landing, aiming a dramatic diving tackle straight at Suzu's throat. "For the crown!" Pippin screamed mid-air. He completely missed. Suzu had dropped her napkin and bent down to retrieve it, causing Pippin to sail cleanly over her head. He crashed face first into a towering pyramid of Eliza's freshly baked cheese soufflés. The golden, airy pastries collapsed under his weight with a tragic, hollow splat.
My soufflés!
Eliza hissed, tapping her parasol aggressively against the parquet floor.
You state-sponsored ruffian!
Before Pippin could wipe the melted Gruyere from his eyes, Sir Matthew, Eliza's loyal husband, leaped into action. He grabbed a heavy silver serving dome and slammed it over Pippin's head like a helmet, blinding the mercenary entirely. Right on cue, Eliza's 2-year-old son, little Percival, joined the fray. Wearing a tiny velvet sailor suit, Percy giggled maniacally and rammed his heavy wooden toy train directly into Pippin's exposed ankle. The combined force of Matthew's blinding manoeuvre and Percy's chaotic energy sent the mercenary sliding backward across the grease-slicked floor straight into the smoking kitchen ruins.
Excellent teamwork, darling,
Eliza told Matthew, adjusting her pearls with a nod of approval as he grinned back at her. Suzu, completely unfazed, casually unhooked the priceless gem from her neck and jammed it deep into the centre of a half-eaten loaf of sourdough, burying the legendary spoil of the Anglo-Sikh wars in carbohydrate obscurity.
Try to take it, Pippin.
Suzu shouted toward the kitchen, using the bread loaf to high-five Matthew.
I beat Her Majesty with the word Zyzavar on a triple-word score. You think a man with a silver dome on his head can outsmart me?
Uncle Bryan, meanwhile, was utterly oblivious to the brawl, the dead chef, and his grandson's heroics. He was busily scraping the remaining cheese debris off Pippin's discarded jacket with a butter knife. "Still magnificent," Bryan muttered, licking the knife. "The late chef really did pick an excellent dairy supplier. Fetch me another bottle of Laurent Perrier, Matthew. My 86th is turning out splendidly." Unnoticed by the brawling adults, little Percival toddled toward the buffet table, drawn by the enticing scent of baking. His sticky fingers dug deep into the sourdough loaf, tearing through the crisp crust in search of crumbs. His tiny hands struck something hard, cold, and decidedly unyeasty. With a triumphant giggle, the toddler yanked out the ancient mountain of light. The diamond caught the glow of the trembling chandeliers, casting fractured, brilliant rainbows across his velvet sailor suit, the very same gem that had once adorned the peacock throne of Shah Jahan, now served as a toddler's plaything. "Pretty rock!" Percy shrieked and promptly shoved the world's most disputed crown jewel straight into his mouth.
Percival, no! That has not been sanitized.
Eliza cried out, abandoning her composure and lunging forward with a lace parasol. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that presentation. Here's just a few little outtakes that we thought were quite funny. For some reason, the heavens decided to open in the midst of this reading, which contained the lines, as the rain lashed against the window, so there's some weird coincidence going on here. Anyway, hope you enjoy the outtakes. Speak soon. Bye-bye. With total composure, she whipped up an extraordinary cheese soufflé, using the premium Gruyere the chef had wisely purchased before. Fuck! Is it Gruyere?
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Gruyere. Yeah.
All right. With total composure, she whipped up an extraordinary cheese soufflé, using the premium... Keep this one, right? You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Nope.
The funny thing is, the first few lines are with total composure as well, which just totally puts me off balance immediately. With total composure, she whipped up an extraordinary cheese soufflé, using the premium Gruyere the chef... Okay, Gruyere. I've got it. It had passed through the hands of Moogle.
No good.
Fuck's sake! Unnoticed by the brawling adults, little Percival toddled toward the buffet table, drawn by the enticing scent of baking. His sticky fingers dug deep into the sourdough loaf, tearing through the crisp crust in search of crumbs. His tiny hands struck something hard, cold, and decidedly unyeasty. With a triumphant giggle, the toddler yanked out the ancient mountain of light. The diamond caught the glow... Fucking hell, I've got to do that again. What the fuck's going on out here? I'm trying to... It's impossible to concentrate when the...
Thunder and lightning.
Zeus is... Fucking Thor is out there. It's really hard to concentrate. It's like something extremely significant's happening, isn't it? This is the birth of a new era of man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's do this one again.